Hello everybody and welcome back to Vanilla Garden of Judgment. Last time we read a book. Surprising, I know. I am the real intelligent type. But there's not much else to say, so let's just get back into it. What did you think? I closed the book, having read it to the end. Do you read or write, Blanco? I can do both, thank you very much. I'm not a first grader. You see, a long time ago, before I even realized it, was writing my school notes to a class. In the beginning, the writing had no meat to it. Actually, it might have been an escape from reality, because I didn't like school. I didn't have friends. I couldn't believe it. Saima, the creator of the smiles in this castle. Ah, okay, I see it. Yeah, even your name. Okay, no. Even your name is like... seems to be just almost a shortened version. Yeah. I found it hard to believe that the girl who brightened her surroundings like Saima could have such a dark past. Fragmented chapters began to take shape. Eventually, they became enough to call a novel. Now, writing is like the cornerstone of my life. It's hard to put into words, but when I'm done writing, I feel refreshed. Like I had said goodbye to my sad past and forgot all about it. Simon put on a lonely smile and continued. There's a sequel to the story. No one knows what happens to her. I haven't shown it to anyone. The ending. I was told this and was handed another pamphlet. It understood its weight as soon as I held it up in my hands. It must have had Seima's heart and soul in it. I had an inkling what it meant to read it. How did I resolve and open the pamphlet? More backstory, I guess. Let's go. Yep, okay, this is about what I expected. Yep, god damn it. God damn it. Gross. Right, let's ignore her. No, I didn't want to remember my school years. Look, she's back. Stop cornering me. The bullying wasn't as clear-cut as dramas. What happened to me was fraught with malice. My belongings disappeared and I was treated as if I was invisible. I also was insulted, especially when I couldn't hear. The fact all this was done behind the teacher's back made it worse. Nobody could help me. In my teacher's eyes, I was most likely seen as a sad lone without friends. It wasn't exactly wrong, but it wasn't right. If I had to go through this, I'd rather die. Eventually, I stopped going to school. That was how I kept living. In order to live and in order to run away from my despair, I chose to escape it all. My mom often criticized me. Yet, all the other kids my age are able to go to school as usual. Why was her kid the only one not going? Why was it that she was made of faulty parts? Why couldn't she do the obvious? My mother was scolding me. Was that what she was thinking? Why can't you get along with anyone? Go to school, get going and fight. Your mother was bullied too back then, and I still kept going because if I didn't, that would be accepting failure. Why can't you do the same? My mom slapped me hard. Sometimes she would punch me too. Once she emptied an entire bucket of water over my head, but it only escalated from there. I was slowly losing my rights as a human being, but I was stubborn. No matter what happened to me, I didn't want to go. I wanted to avert my eyes from what had made me hurt from that point that I wanted to die. It was possible that my mother had wanted her useless daughter to be in her last breath. She wanted me to die. That's why she had told me I had to go to school. No. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. If I'm going to go to school, I might as well die. Nobody understood me. Even eventually, I didn't have enough credits and dropped out. My mother didn't say anything after that. She had given up on me, I thought. Oh, so that was it. She's been disappointed in me to the very core. That's what I thought. I didn't have a choice. Cut me some slack. I couldn't handle the pain. When it hurt even more than death would. But how ached with pain enough that I wanted to scream. It was anguish. I had been ignored at school. But from then on, I didn't have to worry about any of that. The price that I had paid was the same treatment of my mother. It was because I was useless. It was because I had nothing special to my name. I was tired. Being sunk in the darkness. As if I was being drowned in a swamp. I escaped from society all my lonesome. I was afraid that I would never return to normal. I didn't know what would happen next. I wanted to die. And fast. In the midst of all that, I found my very own light. I felt my existence validated for the very first time. I felt as if I had been given something for all my suffering. But reality wasn't so kind. It was a trick. His passion wasn't directed at my works. I got ahead of myself and I felt that I would seek acceptance. No. The man had been making a fool of me. He sneered at my determination. What was happening was only putting a curse on my soul. That's why. Thank you! Yes! Yeah! Hell yeah, you murdered the shit out of him! Killed him? Me? Why? An ocean of blood had spread before me. You know what? This is like one of a few validated killings. This is one of the killings that I approve of this. Got my stamp of approval. Pain was gripped my fist. It was the fountain pen I had always used to write novels. Blood was dripping from his knife sharp tip. What? Did I do him in? Me? Something unthinkable had happened. I couldn't stop myself from shaking. Eventually, I forced myself to calm down and remembered what had happened. Oh, I was almost straight, didn't I? Later, deep into my mind, I finally understood. Hell yeah! I gave him the Yikamaru special. Now that I think about it, and every time which every time Yikamaru wasn't A.O.J. Simpson, he did get killed brutally. But he's been killed brutally every time regardless. I get it. I killed someone. You can probably claim self-defense. Probably. I don't know Japan's laws. So, maybe not. Of course, this could be Europe. I'm assuming this is Europe for all the castle, all the castle shit. And berets. And Spanish names. And hyphens. I finished reading and closed the booklet. I could endorse the story of an individual's life. The story of a girl who couldn't be saved. What should be said? I had to hunt between the first book. That's right. The story was written as if Seymour was the protagonist. It'd be a bit pride to ask directly. It's almost like the story is... That's right. This is my story. It's about the crime I committed. What I did can't be... Actually, I actually think that can be forgiven. Thank you very much. I know that much. The reality is that I think I wanted someone to look at this and get someone to forgive me. Blanco, what did you think about me? You're judging me, aren't you? Murderers aren't for... I want to get a bad ending. But god damn it, you just can't say that. You can't say that. Considering the fucking setup, you can't say that. Blanco, you too nice. A murderer like me deserves worse. I couldn't speak badly of those who had sinned, as I hadn't even remembered my own. And to persecute someone else would be... Seema had shown me kindness when I was lost and had amnesia. Who could persecute this girl who had been so generous to me? However, I could choose to forgive her. Even if I wasn't given forgiveness by another, I could give the simple act of choosing to forgive someone important to me. Someone who was suffering with the burden of their sin. Also, pretty damn justified murder. Like, you could have a case against her if it was like, it happened, and then like, 3 years afterwards, she had to get back. Even then, you know, you'd probably still do good to forgive her. But you'd have an argument. Even so, yeah, it's like, it's pretty justified. It's self-defense, you know? This was the best I could offer at the time. But, if you're with me, Blanco, I feel I could forgive myself for my past. And everything else, too. Okay. You know? Yeah, I figured it was leading to that. Hey, could you stay with us from now on? I nodded silently. Not like you had a damn choice. There was no reason to refuse, was there? From here on, our future was starting. We'd only just begun. Thanks, Blanco. Thank you. Seema smiled at me with tears in her eyes. She was smiling, certainly, but she seemed a little lonely somehow. When would I see her smile from the bottom of her heart? Nice. I didn't need to worry if me, Seema, and the other two were together. Sometime, surely, someday, we would build a heaven overgrown of gardenas. Like, this is sweet and all, but I'm worried. Not if this will go bad, that this will go right. And this is just an ending, and I have to go back. If fertile grounds could change, surely. Satori, that's my actual name. From here on, I want you to call me by it. We would let it build up. Fun memories. Happy happenings. We would experience it together. We'd share it all. I would forgive her crimes. No! Shit, no, no, bad end. That is the best possible fucking ending. But... damn it. Yeah, they're gonna force me to be a bad person. They're gonna force me to tell her that she was wrong for killing her rapist. They're gonna force me to do... something bad's gonna happen. I know something bad's gonna happen if I say, God, this is a special kind of fucked up. It's not like shock value-y. It's like, why you make me do this? Wait one second, actually, wait, load. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. I have to tell a fucking rape victim that she was unjustified for killing the rapist. God damn. The fuck is wrong? And I just, by the way, I recently learned, previously I had said that, that Sharon was grouped with 3 people. That's what I got from, like, the fandom wiki. But from what I can tell, it's only 1 person. And it's a fucking girl. So it's just interesting, I guess. But I guess you can write complex stories. Time to be an ass. God damn it. Seema stumbled to her feet and suddenly grabbed me by the collar, bursting into maniacal laughter. You're a liar. You're a liar. I shouldn't have told my story to anyone. The only person you can trust in this world is yourself. Don't you think? You're awful. They're so gods out there. They won't save me. Nobody understands me. They can't get forgiveness. If anybody knew the truth, then I'd just be judged. and sneered upon, they'd all say that I'm a murderer. And hey, is that the truth? Open your eyes and say something for once. I won't be forgiven anyway. Shouldn't be here. I'm not needed, right? Not that right, Blanco? Please, something, Blanco. What do I do to be forgiven? What do I gotta do to be free? What was I supposed to do, eh? Oh, right. What did you think I did with the body? You see, then I thought a whole bunch on it. I wondered, just where could I dispose of a corpse? It's obvious when you think about it. You don't hide it in the mountains or the sea, not even the forests. Corpses are meant to be put in a grave. Aren't I smart? I wonder why I didn't realize until then. Of course, I laughed when I came up with the idea. I mean, isn't it plain cut that bodies go in graves? Interestingly enough, on that subject, I was thinking, like, if I were to ever murder someone, and say I had the resources, I think staging a funeral and just burying it in a public graveyard, I think that'd be a good idea. Just stage it as a John Doe burial. What was happening? Why did it get to this point? Because God damn it. You're not a good person, man. Stop it already, I was losing my sanity. This had to be some kind of mistake. Seema would smile like the sun wouldn't corner me like this. I'm on Seema's fucking side here. I remained motionless with Seema's grip tight on my collar. Before I saw I had a chance and took it, I pushed her with all my might. Ow! What are you doing, Blanco? You pushed a girl. I only realized that the fearsome thing that I'd done. She was a girl. Even if it was self-defense, it was wrong. Oh! Now you claim that self-defense exists. Okay, yeah. You didn't acknowledge it before. I don't hate this. I wouldn't hate this if it was a bad ending. I get it. You're just like him. You don't want to try to understand me and you want things to go your way. Okay, now that's a bit of a stretch. Her hands reached out to my neck. Seema's eyes pierced mine, and I wasn't able to look away. Under that pressure, my knees were ready to buckle and to escape. Why don't I kill you too? I've already sinned. It wouldn't mean that much if I added another murder to the pile. Giving up on being human already. Seema strengthened her grip. My consciousness was slowly fading as my neck was strangled. It was gonna kill me. I'll judge you for your sins. I'm the god of this world. I'm the creator. Understand? The sinister voice was fading. Fading. When I awoke, Seema was no longer there. It appears that I had collapsed on the floor of the library. Had that just been a nightmare? That must have been it. Surely. The bright and caring Seema couldn't have done what had happened to me. She wouldn't have tried to murder me. I didn't want to believe such a thing. I wanted it all to be some kind of mistake. That was like especially bad because I had to choose that. It wasn't like me choosing something and it happening like unintentionally. I had a good idea of what was happening, why that was wrong, and I say it like I couldn't have just closed the damn game. I say it like, oh god, this is why I like chair on games. They always throw me for a loop. But it was there that I realized what I had seen had not been a dream. Looking into the mirror, a mark on my neck was a pain to see. Seema tried to kill me, then disappeared. I searched around the castle for her, but came up with nothing. She was nowhere to be found. But Sawyer and Lilith had told me they hadn't seen her since the afternoon. The last person who had seen her was me. Why? Why did she stop herself in the middle of trying to murder me? Or was I supposed to have died but had survived on a mere miracle? But that was only part of it. Without Seema, it was impossible to know what her disappearance meant. What had happened in the first place? Why did things get to be like this? Was it my appearance that had changed everything? Was it my fault that peace was disturbed? Oh god. I just looked out for a second and I thought I saw someone, but it was a damn it was a damn leaf. My heart fell to my fucking stomach. That's especially weird because I'm on the second floor. In the night while everyone slept, I guided my heavy feet to the garden. It was just a hunch. I didn't expect anything, but I had the feeling I could meet Seema there. I felt it like I could see her there, caring for the flowers like she always had, opposing my wishes. The gardenas in the garden were wilted. The plants were hunched over the earth, the inside of the buds having never seen the light. Yet Seema had given them so much attention. I had a bad feeling something was going to happen, and it wasn't good. The gardena. I jumped when someone suddenly spoke behind me. When I turned around, the girl in white stood before me. Not Seema. It said to be grown in heaven. I see they had wilted. I wonder if she'd wanted this place to be a heaven. The girl seemed taken aback as I kneeled before the flowers as if to pray or mourn. My, what causes you to be so gloomy? Maybe it was the attempted murder? Your disappearance is not your fault. I said it, did I not? That this place will absolve you of all your crimes. You are free to do as you please here. She had given up her humanity. Those of the human race who choose to kill their fellow man can no longer be called human. Fuck you. Humans cannot become God. What the fuck does it mean to be human in your book? Seema had realized that she was the one to be judged before she disappeared, I believe. Listen, I can see shit like first degree. You planned it. It was an act of pure hatred and malice. But to do that, to say that, to think that, would be to condemn everyone who's acted in self-defense, everyone who's ever served in some kind of military. It's just not right. It's just not right. And accidents, it's just not right. Humans cannot become God. Seema had yet to realize she was the one to be judged before she disappeared, I believe. Maybe I'm in the wrong about that. I don't fucking know. I'm no moral bastion. Where'd she go? Her existence returned to nothingness. This is both an eventuality and a choice of her own. Neither you nor I could do anything to stop it. I've told you this before. Do be sure to not become too emotionally invested in the others. Your unnecessary conclusions will only lead to self-destruction. What Vanilla said was true. She was right, and yet I couldn't accept what had happened to Seema. I couldn't say farewell to her so easily. She had been so important to both Soil and Lilith. They would be shocked to hear about her disappearance. It was true that what she had done was... No, it wasn't. But I had been a part of it too. This wasn't just her power. Okay, choking you, yes. Trying to kill you, yes. But if you're referring to the other event, then no. No, it wasn't wrong. You cannot know what a person would do when they're cornered. Her state of mind near collapse, and she was both dirty in mind and in body. She nearly lost her human rights and sense of self. So you were referring to that. In that case, nah, she was justified. Justice for Seema. She scraped up pieces of her life to live in hardship. By putting regrets and difficulties on a page, she was writing a message to society. What she had been shouting in her hearts had become words in a novel. The novel was her own life. It was incredible in itself. Even in pain, she struggled to send a message. She sought out help. That required courage. Why couldn't I've accepted her then? I slipped into bed frustrated. Why would I be able to rest like this? Actually, whatever nightmare and state I was in, I didn't want to be shown anything worse than what I had already seen. I wanted to get along with everyone and live in peace, but that peace had ended violently. That was wrong. In truth, I had been the one to end it. It was my fault. If I had shown her forgiveness in that moment, the fact that the more I read into it, the more fucked up it was. She felt like Seema felt like she needed forgiveness. It's just forgiveness for something that that normally people wouldn't even think would. It's just fucked up. As I lied and thought, lights beyond the dot horizon. Soon will be morning, a morning of despair. That last episode, it may be up there in terms of the fucked upness. In that garden, not one voice was heard. Only the sound of the breeze whooshing past could be heard. In that field where white flowers bloomed, the girl was spread out on the ground. Okay, God. Why can't I be forgiven? I'm just happy. Making the things I liked the way I liked. I was just happy with that. I didn't need anything else. Despite saying that, she knew it wasn't true. It was a lie that she wanted to create. The truth was that she wanted acceptance from someone. She wanted to be complimented and she wanted feedback. That was it. She wanted assurance that she was creating something unique to herself. She wanted assurance that she herself was one of a kind. Essentially, she wanted someone to tell her that they were glad she was born, that it was okay for her to keep on living. She wanted to be accepted by someone. I must have wanted a friend. That is all she fucking wanted. God damn it. This is tragic! You could smile a lonely smile on your own, but no one would respond. You would only hear the sound of the breeze. The girl knew this. She had only been speaking to herself. It was all her fault that things had turned out badly, and yet, things that had been no one's fault, she wanted to pin them onto someone. She wanted to be free of her responsibility. She wanted to feel a bit better about herself. There was one thing that had bothered her while she spoke to Blanco. A memory that she had forgotten in the peacefulness of the daily life of the castle. A memory that should have stayed buried in the dark. Why did I come here? She had killed the man who had tried to rape her, and then what happened to her? She without a doubt remembered killing that man without meaning it to in a struggle. She didn't even mean to, god damn, that she couldn't recall the details. She'd been digging in the dirt to bury the body in a grave. She recalled being drenched in sweat. But she couldn't recall what happened after. How did she come to this place? Who had brought her here? What she could remember lastly was a downpouring of rain, and the mud in the cemetery being slippery. I get it. Ah, man, that's... She closed her eyes. She took in a deep breath and filled her lungs with the sweet aroma around her. She had hoped that the fragrance had poison. If it did, then she hoped it would fill the hole inside, that she could. She realized the truth. The girl felt worthless. She had lost any meaning in the time she was spending here. Her hard work, too, had been for nothing. She had hoped that the place where she was headed was heaven. She had worked so hard to fulfill that goal in life. She'd worked to create, but the reality was cruel and unforgiving. She would disappear. No matter who was mourned, ignoring what she had left behind, all would lose meaning. She would accept everything. that was more of Vanilla Garden and Judgment. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. That's fucked up. That's every time I play a challenge game, like they can't think of nothing new. No, it's no new scenarios, but there's always a fucking new scenario. So weird, so weird. I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about this. Because this is a special, very special case. Now it's not a subject I'm, well educated on, but enough dwelling though. That was more Vanilla Garden of Judgment. And I'll see you guys next time. And bye. Never mind.